Hello guys, welcome to next episode of our CyberUnnat Pentesting Tools Series. Today's focus on SQL injection and understanding the SQL attack. Before we deep dive into this, please make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel CyberUnnat Academy for more ethical hacking videos and tutorials. And also you follow us on Instagram @CyberUnnat for behind the scenes tips, updates, and etc. Like whatever update I push to the Instagram. And okay, stay ethical, stay informed, stay ahead. And let's start today's topic, SQL injection. So, what is SQL injection? Basically, SQL injection is a it's not a tool, or it's not a hacking tool, or it's not any kind of like a hacking weapon, but it's like a injection technique as I've written over here. It's a code injection technique that exploits vulnerabilities in the application database query using a query. We'll see that. I know right now this definition is too technical, but I'll simplify it. So basically, SQL run on different queries, and to tweak with that queries, this is how we like to like generate a result from the SQL that we wanted to derive from it. So basically, this is a technique. It's not a tool. So this weakness automatically come with a SQL. So wherever SQL will be used, so that will be always have a uh, weakness of exploiting this SQL injection attack vulnerability, because it's come with a query where the query support that SQL injection will be vulnerable to it. So goal of the attack: manipulate the SQL query to gain the unauthorized access to the data. So unauthorized access or unwanted access, like whatever information you wanted to retrieve. So that is the goal of the attack. Common target means the attack vector for this: login form, search boxes, URL parameters, etc. These are the attack vectors. What will be the impact from this? Data theft or username, password, financial information, unauthorized access to the system, web application, data modification, deletion, and obviously the complete compromise to the database. Just like suppose someone able to run a command drop database or alter database. So that will be like, even if it's not retrieving something, but he can compromise or delete the entire database using this. So this is a SQL. We are like seeing a very high level overview of this. I do also conduct the full-time courses, crash courses regarding the cyber security basic and the cyber security advanced. If you want to join, please please message me on my uh, Instagram channel. So we'll get update over there. Or you can also visit to my website, cyberunnat.com. So here also I provide, like, you go to CyberUnnat Academy. So here also I keep publish our courses. Like there is like, this is a certified system security analyst. It's for the entry level and the very basic course. Anyone can do this with having the basic computer knowledge. Then this is certified ethical hacker level up advanced course. Then I also do provide a career development program, and the free online courses is also like keep publishing on YouTube. So visit this. And let's reach out to me for the further advanced learning. So now let's move on to the SQL injection attack overview. So next we'll see a basic thing like how web app workflow. Okay, so for this you open one test website, test PSP, vulnweb.com. So when you go here, you go to this sign up. So basically, as I told you, the attack vectors for the SQL injection are the search boxes, uh, login, user ID, password, login boxes. These are the attack vectors for the SQL injection attack. So now let's see how the web application flow works. So here user is our browser, that HTTP request send, and the application server get us the response. So basically how we open that web page. So when we are entering something, the user input, it's the application server build a SQL statement. Likewise, this hope you able to get this. What is the meaning of this SQL query? If not, I suggest you to please go through the like basic SQL commands or learn about the SQL. So you will be able to understand like how this query generated and what is the meaning of this query. But considering you are aware of this query, so select star from user. User is the table available over here, where username is the one column and password is one column over here. Okay. So this is how user input. It's like email or username it input over here, and also along with this password input over here. And application server job is to generate this query. Okay. So we'll see the live example. Okay, here. So see, is already mentioned over here. The username is test and password is test. So we'll enter, not capit, test. Okay, and password is also test. Okay, so and I enter login. So you can see this is like login happen. So basically this is a demo page. So it's like nicely UI. It's created like you hack, but it's and it will redirect to multiple things. Okay, so login happen. So what we need to know, I'll just add a text box over here to the query. So what we enter, test, and also password also we enter test. Okay, user added input test. So here test will be added. Okay, test will be added, and password is also test. That's also added. I'll just copy paste uh, to avoid multiple typing. Yes. Okay, so one column. So whatever green, uh, look at this careful, guys. Whatever is green, that is user input, and whatever you see in the black, this is added by application tier. Okay, so select star from users is this consider a table over here, where the username is equal to single quote open test, the user input, single quote close, and is for to match the both condition, password is equal to opening quote test, closing quote, and the semicolon. So whatever green that we added, please note that like whatever green that we added. Okay, just make it more bigger. So if someone seen on mobile, they're able to see whatever green we added. Okay, so this application tier created this query for our test and it's fired to the SQL query. Okay, so now SQL job to search for the user, search for the column into this where the test is written. So it will, this is like a two conditions and two need to maintain. So first condition is username is equal to test, and the second condition is also password is equal to test. So for this, and it will just return a value, a boolean value in terms of true or false, true or false. Okay, so only in terms of true or false it will generate a result. So here it it's though it's like it's a valid input and it's available in the table. So in this condition it will return a value true here, and application server only toggle with the like the boolean value. Okay, database pass it true, and it will show up the next HTTP like next page, like whatever associated with that login page. And this is how we'll be able to see the next page. Okay, so this is how the basic web application works. So now I'll just log out. Okay, log out. Okay, so this is the like hope you understand how the web application work and how the application, what is the job of application tier and what is the job of SQL tier into the web application. So now we'll move to the next topic. So like how login page work, as I already showed you how login page work. Okay, select star from where username is equal to this and password is equal to this, so it works. So now how SQL injection work. Okay, so please pay attention over here. So see, if attacker enters this username, okay, we'll see, we'll we'll add this username to the page. Okay, so I added. So see, semicolon or space, sorry, not semicolon, open quote space or, then open quote 1 is close quote is equal to open quote 1, and let's say suppose password is also like you enter anything in this case, and this is how we'll see if this will work or not. Okay, so see, it works. So why it works, that is the main thing to understand. So understand the basics. So let's say copy this and let's create query again. Okay, we'll go to the back page over here. So this was our original query. I'll just copy and paste so for comparison. So this is for the test and test, and here I've maybe this is will be long, so I'll just, okay. So see, in the second scenario, this was our first scenario. Okay, username is equal to test and password is equal to test. So in the second scenario, what we enter, the SQL injection logic. What was that? Or 1 is equal to 1. Okay, this we enter. And also again, let's say consider for the password also we enter the same thing, or password can be anything. Okay, so sorry, copy this and add it to our query. Okay, added. So added to query. So also I told you like whatever in green that we added and whatever in black that is added by application tier, right? So see, now a password can be anything in this condition, no problem. So select star from user where username is equal to this code is added by application tier, this query is added by us, again this code is added by application tier, and rest of thing is like added by like test is added, or passwords can be anything added by us, and this is how query generated. So this was our previous query, so I'll just shrink it, and now this is our new query. Okay, so now application tier generate this query and it's firing to the database. So what will happen? So for this scenario we are saying select star from where username is equal to, so what will happen, username is equal to, first see the open quote and the close quote. Okay, so this is like in between there is a like a blank, and then there is a or condition. So okay, so what will do the database, uh database will see, okay, username is equal to blank, that's fine. When condition it is testing, then condition is or. Okay, so or means either this or this will be true, it will return a boolean value. So like let's say or open quote close quote, so this is like one syntax completed, then or, then starting of the next syntax, open quote 1 is equal to open quote 1 and the close quote, here is also close, so or 1 is equal to 1. So database applied logic, yeah, okay, there is a username is blank or 1 is equal to 1. So always see 1 is equal to 1 is true, it's not a false. So in this case, that's why it's written a true value over here, and application server get the true boolean value from this, and it's give us the input positive response on the login page. So this is how this query works. So like this doesn't matter because this is or added over here or and added over here. It's like in this case either conditions are true, like if this will be true or this will be true, this will be placed. And again, suppose the same query you added as a password also over here, here is also apply the same logic, either condition are true or false because of adding this or over here. So in case of password is also like either here true or either here one is true. So due to this, and this will be like one true or definitely will return, and for this and this will also one true will be written. So in this case also the boolean value will return true, and application server thinks that okay, database made its validation and it's written a true value, and application server give the positive response to the user. So this is how the basic SQL injection it works due to this. So it's a like a technique, it's a logic, it's not a tool. So basically SQL database doesn't care about like what is the username, what is the password, etc., etc. It just work on the like conditions if it is true or false, and it's made. So this is like a strength of the SQL also to do the faster operation, and also become a weakness of the SQL due to this. So this is how the SQL injection work. So this is like very basic SQL injection attack. You go to this website and try, and please do not try this injection on any other website. Only just test websites that is you are authorized to do the so, or your control environment. Only go to this, and also for a practice you can go to portsfigure.com, portsfigure.net, sorry. Here portsfigure.net, in the academic, you find the SQL injection. Okay, the SQL injection, there will be like lots of theory and the knowledge is available over here. And go to the labs and try to complete these labs. Okay, uh, let's say one lab we'll see. So see, the lab is mentioned over here like SQL injection vulnerability allowing login bypass. So this lab contained SQL injection vulnerability in the login function. To solve this lab, perform a SQL injection attack, log into the application's administrator user. So see, given administrator is over there, so we'll access this lab. Okay, I'll just log in. It takes time. Okay, so this is the our first lab. So here first we need to find the login page. So basically here it will be the attack vector, uh, my account, username and password. So see, also the username is administrator, it's given to us, and also there is solution is also given to us. So like using burp or using a direct also like modify the username parameter, giving it value to the administrator. Okay, now we'll give this value to this username administrator, and password can be anything in this scenario, and login. So see, we solve the lab. And so why this query work? That is the basic understanding. If you're looking at this hint, it's okay because this is a lab and you're doing it for the first time. So you go by hint and try to solve the lab. But why this work? You please like create a query and work around it. So see, the username is administrator already given, that we know administrator username is a fix. So now come to our query tab. We enter password anything in this case. Okay, anything we enter, and we enter username is equal to administrator and the comment. Okay, so This one we enter. This is like a green. Let me match to, okay, yeah. So see, this one was the user input, administrator colon and the double dash. This is also added by user. So application tier added one code and this also added one code. So why this happened? So see, administrator, like username is equal to administrator is given and that is true. So till this code completion, username is equal to administrator, it is become a true. And this meaning of a double dash means SQL query will ignore this because of it's considered as a comment. Double dash is considered as a comment for the rest of the query, and SQL will simply ignore this query. I'll just likewise. Okay. So see. So only query become username is equal to administrator. There is no other condition. Only query become this. Okay, username is equal to administrator is true. That's why it's return value true, and we get the login access. So this is how the meaning of the first lab and why that injection work due to this logic. So you solve as much as labs that you can solve. And if you have any question, please let me know. You can reach out to me on my Instagram page, or you can leave comment into this YouTube video also. And if you want to join the class, if you want to join the course like basic or the advanced security, reach out to me. And yeah, practice this and have a good day, guys. We'll meet you again in the next session. Till then, bye. Take care.